Hello, everyone, and welcome to Public Domain Theater. Everything you saw so far is subject to change.
Wow.
It's
Indeed.
I'm
Indeed.
seeing Boomy for the first time, and that's okay. That sort of ruins the thing. I thought for a second you were going for a fractal, a Boomy
No.
fractal.
No.
If the camera's just slowly zooming in, and there were just more Boomies constantly fractaling off of the Boomy.
No.
Alrighty. So, for everyone watching, yes, this is Public Domain Theater. We're the first time doing this. I understand this shares a lot of similarity with the Mystery Science Theater 3000.
Yeah.
Apologies for that ahead of time. Locust says, it's just Boomy.
Oh, it's just Boomy. It's just I.
Oh,
I
Locust, welcome to the chat.
You should probably still worry if I'm around. Truth be told.
See, now I'm wishing that I did have my webcam, because then I could hold up the DVD the movie that we're watching.
So yes, we are watching Planet Knife Matter Space. The whole goal here is that we're going to watch it in its entirety. Periodically, between during scene changes, we'll stop and we'll discuss what we just saw. And if you want to type in the chat any kind of comments or remarks during that time, you can do that, and we'll show it, and we'll talk about it. And so yeah, are y'all ready to watch the film?
Sure.
For
on my DVD rack right now.
I was going to add this to stage real quick. So yeah, for context, I have not seen this all the way through. I'm guessing neither of us.
I haven't seen any of it. I don't even know what this. I don't have anything to put this to.
Really? Okay.
Yep.
All right, Randy, back from your DVD shelf.
The DVD
It's
shelf.
a very big shelf.
It's a very big shelf. Very big.
Also, by Lucas says that he likes surprises.
Mm.
In reference to what you said earlier about
What about being worried when I'm around?
Yeah.
In general. I mean, I'm worried when I'm around. I don't know what's going to happen. Things just happen. Games crash, things explode. It's you just have to roll with it.
Why am I not seeing it? Oh my gosh.
Did you find it?
I found it.
Did you get it yet?
I wasn't seeing it because it was right in front of my eyes, and it was obscured by the glare of the flashlight I was using to see the things.
Mm.
Cult director Ed Wood's cinematic masterpiece. Also regarded as one of the worst movies ever made.
Wow.
Plan 9 is so bad it's good. Alien invaders use their dreaded Plan 9 to reanimate dead Earthlings. They wreak havoc and unleash
zombies.
a host of things bizarre, macabre, horrific, and just plain horrible.
Zombies.
Using footage from a Bela Lugosi movie he was unable to finish due to Lugosi's untimely death, Wood proved again that he would and could make a film under any circumstances. And then the rest of the thing on the back of here talks about what the special effects actually were. And I'd hate to ruin anyone's lack of knowledge here, so I won't read about that.
So the director was just like, it was just in that like a all right bet kind of situation.
that's all his movies, every single one of them.
The cast includes a TV horror queen vampira, a host of zombies, military buffoons, and Lugosi in his last performance.
Okay.
Plan 9 has taken on a legendary status of its own and is a must for any serious cult film fan. Apparently it had a
That'd be just
theatrical trailer that was 2 minutes long. The film itself is approximately 80 minutes.
I will say it's kind of hilarious that in the plot hole here is that the aliens took this is their ninth plan. So 1 through 8 didn't work apparently.
Or maybe they just had a committee and they were like, okay, everyone present your plan. We're going to go with plan 9. We're just going to call it plan 9.
Roger. Great plan there, Roger. Good idea. Let's go with it.
On the whole, preparation H, I mean, plan 9 feels good.
All right. If we are ready, then we will start. By the way, if you want to make like small comments during the film, that's fine. Or laughing, it's whatever. It's cool. It's just I want to save like big discussions during the breaks.
Yes.
So if you're expecting to watch the whole film in one go, like as the audience, sorry, we're actually going to add commentary to this.
Time to get serious.
And yes, the whole point to make things mostly legal is to add a little bit of commentary after all.
Well, public domain doesn't matter.
We're not just streaming movies here. We are transformative content. We're adding content on top of the content. Yes, the quotes are definitely transformative. Yeah. Yes. This is totally worthy content that we'll be creating here tonight.
I mean, you've got me here, so it's good content already.
Yes, you, yourself, and your other self.
And the mini-me plush.
Those eyes, though,
let's get a look at that mini-me real quick.
I'm really excited to watch this film.
Hold on.
I'd be concerned a little.
There we go. There you go. There's the plush.
I've had caffeine today.
And only caffeine today.
Yes.
You've had caffeine in every which way possible.
Yeah, I didn't realize you could acquire caffeine in brick form, but apparently you've had one.
She's just chipping off chunks.
I'm like,
what
movie was that? No, I'm like the squirrel from that one movie. When they didn't want to give the squirrel soda the whole movie until the end.
Oh, Over the Hedge?
Yeah. That's what I am right now.
Well, I thought you were referencing the squirrel from crap. I just had to
explain so much.
I'm shining again my light at the wall of movies.
The wall of movies.
What was that one? Oh, every time I have it, it immediately runs off it's on the tip of my tongue. Hoodwinked. That's what it is. Found it with a flashlight.
Sounds familiar.
Hoodwinked has that gag where there is a.
Isn't that isn't it like
squirrel.
stop motion?
No, it's computer animated. But there's a squirrel at one point. He's the camera guy for the news reporter. He witnessed something. He comes racing up and he's saying it really fast. And one of the reporters or somebody says, "I have an idea," and they hold out their tape recorder. They record everything he's saying, and then they
slow it down,
play it back slow, and it's this, very genteel. As I was saying, I saw the two guys approach from the. It's a great gag.
Yeah,
haven't seen that movie. Seen clips.
I have the first one. I never got the second one because
there's a second one.
Quite as good. Yes, there was a Hoodwinked 2.
Oh, good lord.
Yeah, that's exactly why I don't have the second one. The first one, before we started, you were talking about movie companies making movies that were in a fad but out of date. Hoodwinked is sort of like the outfit that the main character wears, the red or whatever. She wears like jeans with like a jean skirt or something, which was a fashion fad for all of like one summer. Like 2 years before the movie came out. So they made the character design and they were just kind of stuck with it at that point for the entire rest of the production because of how long it took to render a CG film and all that back in the day.
Poor bastards. Well, it's their fault.
Oh yeah, it's like it was their fault for trying to make the character look trendy and whatever. It's like I remember that trend among like middle schoolers for all of like one season. So yeah,
Alright.
Plan 9.
Oh yeah, Plan 9. Let's get to it.
Yeah, the movie.
Horrors from outer space paralyze the living, resurrect the dead.
Greetings, my friend. We are all interested in the future, for that is where you and I are going to spend the rest of our lives. And remember, my friend,
Deep.
future events such as these will affect you in the future. You are interested in the unknown, the mysterious, the unexplainable. That is why you are here. And now, for the first time, we are bringing to you the full story of what happened on that fateful day. We are giving you all the evidence based only on the secret testimony of the miserable souls who survived this terrifying ordeal. The incidents, the places. My friend, we cannot keep this a secret any longer. Let us punish the guilty. Let us reward the innocent. My friend, can your heart stand the shocking facts about grave robbers from outer space?
I'm sorry, but most of that speech was a whole lot of nothing.
Oh yeah, of course.
So dramatic.
And you can also tell they had not yet planned on the title yet when they filmed that bit.
Oh no, not at all.
Mm.
One thing I learned too about this film is that Ed Wood was not a multi-take director. So if my understanding is every shot we see was probably within 2 takes. There are also some scenes in this movie I've seen where the set backgrounds, they're just shit.
Oh yeah, I'm fully willing to play Name That Prop. You know,
Wow.
if you see something and can identify what it is that being, you know, that is not what it's being portrayed as,
Yeah.
feel free to guess. Like I said, the back of the DVD case had some spoilers about some of them.
All of us on this earth know that there is a time to live and that there is a time to die. Yet death is always
Why
a
is that
shock
headstone about to
to
fall
those
into the grave?
left behind. It is even more of a shock when death, the proud brother, comes suddenly without warning. Just at sundown, a small group
Bela Lugosi's crying right now
gathered
because he
in
knows his career's
silent
over.
prayer around the newly opened grave of the beloved wife of an elderly man.
Well,
Sundown of the day.
is he actually there, or is this like
Also the
him
sundown.
film
Well,
footage of another
that's
film?
that's actually him.
For the shadows of grief
Well, I'm not sure whether they just matted him
clouded
in
his
from
very
another
reason.
film like they did with Kung Pao or something like that.
From my understanding, there's some scenes in this film where like he's actually there, and like this was meant for another like film, or Ed Wood would like
The
film
saddened
like
group
test
left
things,
the graveside.
and he just used it later on.
Well, yeah, I can see that nobody's speaking, like their mouth is barely moving, so all the
Yeah.
talking is being dubbed in.
And we later on,
It's a
Bela
terrible
Lugosi's character.
graveyard, by the way.
It is, yeah. Later on, though, you'll
Like,
see like
we'll
Bela
just see some
Lugosi.
crosses around. That'll look like a graveyard.
Oh yeah. But later on,
And then only
like,
one person, apparently, this guy who has died,
It was
warrants
when the
the
gravediggers
actual
started
tombstone.
their task that strange things began to take place.
Why are they digging a hole? Shouldn't they be filling the grave in?
15 to 4. Yep, right on schedule. There's the old San Fernando
is
Valley.
that a
out
shower
there
curtain
now.
or is that a tarp?
You better radio in for landing instructions, Danny.
I think they are curtains,
yeah.
but
Burbank
Yeah,
Tower.
but I can see
wall,
some like
looks like
plastic
it's made of
wrinkling in it.
plywood.
Over.
Who's messing with the curtain behind him?
Surprise me any if he's asleep this time of the morning.
Saw that.
I think it's the actress waiting for her time to show.
Burbank Tower. If I were asleep, you'd know.
I mean, you notice you don't see any windows on the outside of the plane because
And the
they're just
and-
in
Got
the
me that
soundstage.
time, Mac. This
And the
American
control
Flight 812
pad in front of them is kind of too small. Yeah, see?
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, that's a UFO.
You can see the shoestring or the little wire connected to it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, classic special
Holy
effects,
mackerel.
of course. But
Burbank Tower to American Flight 812. Are you in trouble?
You gonna answer him?
Take a look for yourself.
This airplane does not have side windows. Apparently,
That's
it
nothing
only has a
from this
cockpit.
world.
Burbank Tower to American Flight 812.
Wow,
Are you in
what a
trouble?
statement!
Are
Not
you
from
in
this
trouble?
world. Did you notice
Mayday,
their
mayday,
control
stand by,
sticks?
Burbank Tower.
Yeah.
Support passengers
Just pieces of wood. It looks like with like a little
They
pivot
are
thing on
pieces
it.
of wood painted black
Good.
on a stick.
We'll get it ready for landing. And keep it quiet until we get
I
instructions.
mean, I'll give them props. They are swiveling side to
American Flight
side a little,
812,
but
reporting to Burbank Tower. Over.
You gonna like flip switches?
switches. You know, there's nothing in front of them.
Well, they can imitate.
What the hell is that? There, might get back to
I
it.
can't tell if it's supposed to be daytime or nighttime right now.
We have come from light years away.
Did you hear anything?
Or your corpses.
Is that
Don't
like the
fear.
graveyard
Don't
that
like
is
the north,
just off
especially when
Pant
it's supposed to
screen
be
in the previous clips or something,
Yeah,
where there's
so
all
it's
those
spooky night.
stones?
I think so,
We're
yeah.
getting old. Whatever it is gone now. That's the best thing for us too. Gone. Yeah, let's go.
This overdubbing is incredible.
I've seen better overdubbing in Steven Seagal films.
Oh God, Steven Seagal. There are some of those that. If you want to have some fun, I've got a couple of them we could watch, though I don't know about their copyright.
Oh, hell, here she is, Vampira.
Oh my.
Listen,
What is
baby, I know
this
you're sleeping for
graveyard that
Cortana,
has,
but
like,
this
no
is my
groundskeeping
sleeping, alright?
whatsoever?
Like, step out of the darkness so I get a better look at the figure, please.
Oh, but you hear the guy scream, and that's the last we hear of the grave
His wife's
diggers.
death became greater and greater agony.
Wow. What decade was
The
this
home
movie
they
set
had
in?
so long shared together
50s?
The 50s,
became
I
a
believe.
tomb. A
I mean,
sweet
that's quite the
memory
cloak he's wearing.
of her joyous living.
I
suppose
think
it's
this
his cloak of
actually-
mourning.
Sky to which
I think
she
I heard
once
that was the
looked
original cloak he wore in
was now
Dracula.
only a covering for her
No.
dead body.
I mean, if the actors bring their own spare clothes, I guess that cuts down on wardrobe costs.
The ever beautiful flowers she had planted with her own hands became nothing more than the lost roses of her
I mean,
cheeks.
as opposed to the flowers that she planted with other people's hands.
Confused by his great loss, the old man
I think he's
left that
confused
home,
by Alzheimer's or something.
never to return again.
I believe that was the test footage. Ed Wood just said, hey, walk out your door.
None of those vehicles were ones that would have had a siren.
At the funeral of the
Oh,
old
I remember
man,
this.
unknown to his
How are all
Wow.
these people sitting in it?
his wife was watching.
It's like a fucking clown car.
I thought they were
I
having...
didn't realize that was like the TARDIS or something. The TARDIS crypt.
Something to do
Bigger
with
on the
family
inside.
tradition,
So
eh?
as of right now, like,
Superstition of
that
some sort.
was Billy
Oh.
Goose's character that just died,
Well, it's getting
apparently, and
dark.
now he's buried in
Let's
that.
be on our way.
Or something.
Then, as two of his mourners left his final resting place,
Yep.
Notice how they were on the ground and she was looking
Body
straight
down.
forward.
So... They're
I mean, the guys
bringing-
could be passed out drunk for all she knows, but she's gonna scream.
So they're bringing back the dead, but not the dead that they caused. Is that what's going on?
Maybe.
Because like
Well,
that
no,
would have been the
remember
perfect
the
opportunity
DV
to bring
case
them
said
back.
horrors from outer space paralyze the living and resurrect the dead.
Yeah, they were dead.
No, they were merely paralyzed.
minutes later, the police, led by Inspector Daniel Clay, arrived at the scene.
They're so paralyzed, their hearts
Man
aren't
and
beating.
girl
Medical.
Ah, yes, locked-in syndrome.
just left. The morgue wagon ought to be along most any time.
Wow.
Get their statement.
Yeah.
You can
but
tell
just
he's a
be good.
detective because he's
They're
wearing a trench
pretty
coat.
Scared.
Finding a mess like this ought to make anyone frightened. Have one of the boys take the guy and the girl back to town. You take charge.
Okay, Inspector. What are you going to do?
Look around the world.
Pretty
Huh?
dark out there.
I'm not going to do
Once you get
shit.
beyond the range of those
You do
lights,
all the
you'll
work.
be able to see your hand in front of your
It's
face.
going to look busy.
I will get one of the flashlights from the patrol car.
Be careful, Clay.
I'm a big boy now, Johnny.
If you just arrived in the car, why did you just have to put your coat back in? Again, is it nighttime or daytime?
Well, it's
I don't know.
nighttime now.
In that one scene, like we saw the spaceship land, it was daytime, and then it cut to like another dark scene. I don't know.
Another classic
Well, it's
fog.
black and white. It's really hard to tell. It's sort of twilight,
Well,
basically.
it's so foggy they need flashlights. That's all the
Sure.
fog.
I mean, you could tell from the airplane it must have been daytime from the light shining in through the windshield, but
Like, is there a passage? Like, I'm not sure if they like established a passage of time yet. I don't know. Like maybe what happened
I
earlier.
don't know
was-
either. Now, is the inspector here off to take a piss in the woods, or
No, he's looking around for clues.
so
Jeff, I
far all
paid
he's gone to the
Vampira.
smoke
Looks like a
machine?
bobcat tore into them.
Yeah.
What?
What does this have to do with construction equipment?
Say, Lieutenant.
Get that funny odor?
How could I miss it?
And what do you mean a bobcat
Oh,
tore
that'll
into
be
him?
the
I thought they
morgue wagon
fell
now.
over dead.
That's the big siren in the
Look at that
last
fence.
Something's happened down at the cemetery. A lot of police cars and lights.
I really want a siren like that from
Oh,
one of those
well,
old
whatever it is,
50s,
one
whatever.
example carry
I've got a
the-
fire truck one. Although the warbler on it's shot, so
Wait,
You
can this
think
be the
there'll be up
50s if a
there?
woman is wearing pants?
Maybe I am.
You gotta keep in mind too. Ed Wood was very progressive.
Yeah,
you know, so
sure.
yeah.
I guess it's because
I just had that random thought. Just
I mean, the man himself, cross-dressed.
Oh my!
Something about your flight?
Yeah.
So are they supposedly having tea on the patio right now, or
At nighttime, yeah.
In the middle of the night,
you know, as you do?
normal tea time.
I saw a flying saucer.
Saucer?
Maybe it's after dinner.
Oh, he's the
coffee.
pilot.
Time from up
He's
there.
the pilot.
He's the
Okay.
pilot.
Yeah, it's kind of.
I thought they were going to California.
It was shaped like a huge cigar. Dan and Heather saw it too. When it passed over the
But it cut to
whole
them, I'm like, who the fuck are
compartment
these
And then he
guys?
just said it looked like a huge cigar. But,
Tremendous wind and
was a
practically
but the
saucer.
UFO we saw was a flying
Report
saucer.
it?
No, sir.
Yeah.
What you were flying was more like a cigar.
Keep it quiet until you land. And as soon as we landed, big army brass grabbed us and made us swear to secrecy about the whole thing.
And you broke it.
Oh, it burns me up. These things have been seen for years. They hear. It's a fact. And the public
Is
ought
it?
to know about it.
There must be something more you can do about it.
Only there isn't. Oh, but what's the use of making a fuss? But last night I saw a flying object that couldn't have possibly been from this planet. But I can't say a word. I'm muzzled by army brass.
You're saying it though.
I can't
Really?
even admit I saw them.
Yeah, and also, what makes you think it couldn't have possibly come from this? Well,
That knocked him out. Knocked her out at least.
That was low
I don't
flying.
know. The sudden movement of everything on the floor was impressive, though.
Oh, there it is.
Oh,
That's what I saw. Now you've seen it too.
See, it's a cigar, isn't it? It's a cigar, isn't it?
oh yeah, yes, because we needed to yeet the body.
How come he get knocked
Yeah,
down
I've got
over
a
that?
flashlight like that.
No, arise, zombie, arise.
All right, zombie. All right. Stuff broken.
That detective's like dusting off his coat, like, not again. This happens all the fucking time. Spaceships
Yeah.
every fucking day.
Why did they issue us white trench coats?
It's landing here.
It appears to be the size of a Hudson Hornet hubcap.
I'm just gonna walk and not run, you know.
Oh, but he's got his gun.
He's holding incorrectly.
His snub nose.
That's cardboard.
Yeah.
That's cardboard.
Yeah, you noticed the angle that it opened too.
Okay, so this is Bela Lugosi's character. You see how they try to hide that it's not him?
You mean
My
with a
cloak will
mask? That
protect. My
apparently he was
cloak will
buried in a
keep my
mask.
identity safe.
I mean, his identity is as safe as the Lone Ranger's.
It's so sad that Bela Lugosi's in this film for a total like maybe 6 minutes, and they still put his name on the fucking box.
Of course.
Oh no! Watch out, wrestler! I forgot your name already. Oh, there she is.
Hello.
Wow.
I'm gonna shoot one of you each.
Sounds like crazy trouble.
I was like crazy trouble. I mean, he started by shooting him in the crotch.
You know, most people would get out from in
That
between
person we saw
what's
had
coming
something
at
to do
them.
with it?
Yeah, you can run straight forward, you
Or
know,
backwards even.
or yeah, or diagonally, you know, just out of the way.
Yeah, because like they were.
Or you could just move whatsoever.
They
I
were
mean,
stumbling.
he didn't even move from where he was standing, so. Oh,
Nope, it's that Bobcat again.
Oh,
Yeah.
by the way, this guy in the middle, look at that.
Is he dead?
Does not know weapon
Yeah.
discipline.
Is he dead?
well,
He's messed up as bad as those two back there. Suppose that saucer or whatever it was had something to do with this?
don't worry.
Here, I guess
We've
it's still
recovered his
alive.
flashlight.
One thing.
Why are you scratching yourself
We've
with your
kept police
gun?
property.
Murdered.
You need better gun safety,
Somebody's
dude.
responsible.
Why is he rubbing his chin with the barrel of his gun?
Yeah. Guess
You
I
missed
am.
it. He adjusted his hat with it earlier. He's like,
Yeah.
oh,
I
man.
saw him adjust the hat. Oh, now he just pointed at the other officer's face.
Well, how about the lab boys? Who do you think we left back up the car? Boy Scouts? Come on, Lefty.
He's like, you right there. Come here.
How many accidental deaths have you had around you?
Greater love hath no man than
Man,
to lay
I
down
really
his
should have ripped this
life
DVD for you.
another. It is always difficult to have last words over the grave
This
of
copy
a
of the
friend.
movie you've got isn't the
And
highest
Inspector
quality.
Daniel Clay was a friend.
Speaking of a
a
movie
dear
that doesn't
friend
have
to me
particularly high quality in the
and
first
to
place.
all of us. The bell has rung upon his great career. Now we lay him to rest. A rest well deserved.
Is this supposedly the cop's funeral?
Yes, that was the detective, I think.
How
Oh,
much
there's
time
two of
has
them.
passed?
3 of them.
What'd they do? Just roll him into a hole?
People
Hard to
turning
tell.
south from the freeway were startled when they saw 3 flying
Look!
saucers.
I mean, they couldn't
Oh,
possibly
look,
more than
look.
4.
Oh, shit.
I mean, a car's only got so many hubcaps. CBS.
Should give a fuck. She's
Oh,
like, what is that?
NBC.
Startled by the
Each
sight
news
of the
place
sky,
has to be visited.
telephones the police.
Yes, police. I saw a UFO. I don't know what you're gonna do about it, but do something.
Yep, back in the day when you still needed to spend a quarter in order to call the police.
There comes a time in each man's life when he can't even believe his own eyes.
Especially when he's been drinking heavily.
Saucers seen over Hollywood.
How much money did he waste setting that model aside?
Flying saucers seen over
I
Washington,
don't know, it
D.C.
depends on how empty the bottle is.
The army convoy moved into the field.
Wow.
That is a horrible missile launcher.
They're ready to go. Ready to fuck shit up.
Rockets.
What do you
were
mean?
quickly
That's
set up.
the
Colonel Tom Edwards in charge of saucer
that's all
field
the tiki
activities
torches for the
was
party
to make
later.
the greatest decision of his career.
They have a
He
specialized
made that
military
decision.
truck for transporting them, of
Colonel
course.
Edwards gave the signal to fire.
Yeah, well, those guys were still standing in front of it loading it. He gave the signal to fire. Those boys knew how to duck.
Edward knows how to use stock footage very
And-
well.
Wow. Our missiles are doing nothing.
Perhaps if they had maybe aimed them first. Great stock footage they have there.
Man, they're looping the same shit over and over again. Yeah.
Like I said, it's wonderful stock footage.
Oh, it's wonderful. Oh, that's great. I use it.
Yeah, it's almost like the production quality of the stock footage is higher than that of the UFOs.
Hold your fire.
Then as swiftly as they had come.
Yeah, he holds his arm up for
They
the
were
missile
gone.
launchers to stop.
Even
That's
to
when
the
they know.
piercing eye of
Hey,
radar
guys, quit
and
it.
the
Quit it, all right?
speeding
Stop
jet
it.
fighters.
Quite a sight, wasn't it, sir?
A sight I'd rather not be seeing.
Are you worried about them, sir?
Well, he must
Don't
No
worry,
shit,
he's got a
Sherlock.
World War I walkie-talkie.
Visits? Well, that would indicate visitors. The big gun's the usual way of welcoming visitors.
Okay, I know it's not that old.
We
but,
haven't always fired at them.
I mean,
Oh?
that's...
For a time, we tried to contact them by radio, but no response.
So now you're saying that
He says to the guy holding a radio.
A small town, I'll admit, but nevertheless a town of
I'm sorry, but if you have a radio guy like that, you're not going to tell them that there were aliens
Well, it was
before.
covered up by the higher echelon. Take any fire, any earthquake, any major disaster, then wonder. Flying saucers, Captain, are still a rumor. Officially.
Looks like we beat them off again, sir.
What do they want? Where are they from? Where are they going?
Why asking him?
They
Why
say-
am I philosophical?
Well, this is a training maneuver, sir. We only did a little practice firing at the clouds.
Wow.
Oh yeah, because you practice fire at
I
clouds.
wonder what their next move will be.
It's really easy to tell when you hit the target.
They shot at us. Retaliate.
What? Is that supposed to be the mother UFO or something? That
I
the
think so.
bigger UFO that the little
What
ones are
will their
landing
next
in?
move be?
Oh, now inside.
Your space commander has returned from Earth.
Oh, these are the aliens.
Yeah, apparently.
Oh, my
You couldn't
bad.
tell them from their
These are,
outfits.
these are the visitors.
Can you not tell by their desks that they got from like a
Have
you know,
your
basic
report?
store?
We had to pull in here to Space Station 7 for regeneration. We're returning to the planet Earth immediately thereafter.
What progress has been made?
We contacted
Yeah, the
government
desk
officials.
that they got from
They
the local
refuse our
wooden
existence.
furniture store.
What
Or a
plan
thrift
will you
store.
follow now?
Plan 9. It's been absolutely impossible to work
The
with
movie
these
name.
creatures. Their soul is too controlled.
Plan 9.
Locust says it's the
Oh,
Zetans
yes.
from Fallout
Plan
3.
9 deals with the resurrection of the dead. Long-distance electrode shot into the pineal and pituitary glands of recent dead. Have you attempted any of this plan as yet?
Yes, Excellency.
How successful has it been?
How is
We have risen too. So
shocking
are
the
these logos?
pituitary
Just
gland
as
supposed to do
successful.
anything?
Oh yeah, and these guys got lightning bolts, and this guy's got a
No
Hellbrid.
suspicion of your movements.
Why would
He's-
aliens use a Hellbrid as
However,
their
none of those
logo?
risen have been seen. At least not by anyone who still remains alive.
It's too bad it must be handled this way. But it must. Those who we take from the grave will lead
I also
the
love
way
how
for
all
our
the aliens'
operations.
walls and their
Yes,
spaceship is
Excellency.
just curtains.
Continue on. Report to me in 2 Earth days.
They have so much far advanced technology. They have flying saucers that are indestructible, but they have. Hold on, what the fuck?
Well, had he been dealing with our own people, his reaction would
Well,
have
he
been
just likes to
completely
decorate his office with
different. He
curtains.
understands
Clearly.
the difficulties of the Earth race.
But they let the whole
Also,
wall
why
in the
does
middle.
he get the nice thin belt, and he's got the manly lifting belt
As long as
of
they can think,
alien-
we have our problems.
ness?
But those whom we're using,
Of alienness.
they are the dead.
Well, he's got this huge. He looks like he's a
Our electrodes.
WWE champion or something with that
You
belt
know,
compared to
it's an
hers.
interesting thing when you consider
That's
the
a
Earth
side job,
people
I
who
guess.
think,
He brought with
so
him to work.
frightened by those who cannot, the dead.
He's the best sharpshooter
Our
in the
ship shall be
whole
regenerated. We better get started.
saucer fleet. That's what I was going with.
At least they have better gun discipline than the police.
Sure.
They weren't waving laser pistols around and whatnot.
I'm assuming that's because the laser pistols are glued into their holsters.
I'm sorry, but did they have to put the nub at the top of that mothership?
They didn't have to, but they
What do you
did
mean?
anyway.
That's the control nipple.
That's their compass. That's
That's
how they
what
know
I
to the point
see.
right.
Every
That's
time
where
they
they
show it, that's
have
what I
some
see.
guy with little wands waving all the, waving them into park. Oh,
Time for another flight.
wow. What a manly
I still think
suitcase
you ought
he
to
was
go in
carrying.
town and stay with your mother until I get back.
This is our home, and nothing's going to take me from it. Besides, most men try and keep their wives from going home to Mama.
That's not the point.
That's all the point there's going to be. Now toddle off and fly your flying machine, darling. But if you see any more flying saucers, will you tell them to pick another house to buzz?
Wow.
Don't worry about me.
Oh, you're the only thing I do worry about. Oh, forget about the flying saucers. They're up there.
Sorry, honey, I'm borrowing your purse.
But there's something in that cemetery. And that's too close
I
to
needed an overnight
Wait,
bag.
what?
The saucers are up there.
How does
And
he
the
know there's
cemetery's
something in the
out there.
cemetery?
But I'll be locked up in there. Now.
I mean, there was
off to
newspapers
your
printed
wild
earlier. Maybe he
blue
saw
yonder.
it. Maybe it's in there. I
You
don't know.
promise you'll lock the door?
They
He
never
was
expected
reading
to tell
ahead on the
anybody.
script, okay?
Besides, I'll be in bed before half an hour is gone, with your pillow beside me.
My pillow?
Well, I have to have something to keep me company while you're away. Sometimes in the night when it does get a little lonely, I
Vampira?
reach over and touch it.
I'm gonna touch that pillow so hard.
I mean, remember, this is the, what, 50s? Body
She
pillows weren't a thing.
She gonna touch it all right,
I do love you,
but
Daddy.
not with her hand. Oh fuck.
Yeah, let's calm down. Hey,
Yeah. I try.
Now pick up your man purse and be on your way.
See you Thursday.
Goodbye, honey.
Oh, no, wait. Maybe that's the carrying bag for his control stick.
You know
It's in there.
Same shape.
Safely inside.
he just unzips it, like mounts it on the post.
Like an IndyCar steering wheel. Just he brings it with him everywhere. It's personalized just for him.
It's got his signature on it.
Is there really any reason you need to set that in the back?
And be sure you keep
Your
the
tiny
yellow
little man purse bag, and he sets it in the back?
Wait, hold on. What the hell?
Yeah, he just got in from the passenger side. Admittedly, back then it was a lot easier to do with bucket or bench seats, I should say, instead of bucket seats. But yeah,
But it's not making sense.
there was no reason for him to get in on the passenger side.
No.
You're mighty silent this trip, Jeff.
Hmm?
You haven't spoken 10 words since takeoff.
I guess I'm preoccupied, Danny.
We've
He's
got
on the lookout.
33 passengers
He
back
he
there
needs to
that
look
have
for
time to be
those
preoccupied.
aliens,
Flying this
but with the
flight
most
doesn't give you
dour
that
expression.
opportunity.
I guess you're right, Danny.
I wonder what's on this clipboard.
Paula,
Yeah.
there's nothing wrong between you two.
The script.
Oh, no, nothing like that. Just that I'm worried she being there alone and those strange things flying over
They have a
the
mirror.
house.
They have a mirror in front of me.
Those
Look behind them to
incidents
see what it
we've had
says.
these past few days
It's written
just
backwards.
got me worried.
Well, maybe they haven't figured out
See?
those crazy
He's been
sky
reading
birds
it.
yet, but I give
See,
you
you're
the
right.
reason why
He's looking at the mirror, yeah.
that cemetery thing by now.
I hope so.
If you're really that worried, Jeff, why don't you radio in and find out? Max should be on duty at the field by now. He could call Paul and relay the message to you.
Hi, Edie.
Hi, Silence. I haven't heard a word from this end of the plane since we left the field.
I've just been giving himself and me a study in silence.
You boys aren't feuding.
No, Edie, nothing like that.
Hey, Edie, how about you and me balling it up in Albuquerque?
Albuquerque, have you read that flight schedule, boy?
What about it?
We land in Albuquerque at 4 a.m. That's strictly a 9 o'clock town.
Well, I know a friend that'll help us.
Let's have the problem first. Huh, Danny?
Oh, he's worried about Paula.
I read about that cemetery business.
What are
I tried
these
to get you
cuts?
kids not to buy
They're
from
like
your wild
mid-sentence,
places.
and it's just
We get there
change
soon
it.
enough as it is.
He thought it'd be quiet and peaceful there.
No doubt about that. It's quiet, all right, like a tomb. I'm sorry, Jeff. That was a bad joke. Say, I almost forgot what I came in here for. How's the coffee situation?
That's for me.
It sure wouldn't hurt nothing, Edie.
Okay, be right back. And say, Jeff, make that call to Mac.
Yes, bring us a
I
nice
know she
open
threw
cup of
cold water
coffee
on
while
my
we fly our
Albuquerque plan,
airplanes.
but now she's repeating herself. How about that Albuquerque ball?
I can't resist your charm, Danny boy.
Oh my. Hooking up with the flight attendants.
Residents near the cemetery paid little attention to the blast of thunder and the flash of lightning. But from the blast arose the moving figure of the dead old man.
Oh, so now he's supposed to be dead. Gotcha.
And he's also an old man.
And now he's vampire. He's Dracula again.
Oh, he's a lot more limber now.
Hello? Hello?
Who keeps their phone that close to their bed?
I mean...
1950s? I don't know.
Mac? Well, hi, Mac. Sure, I'm all right. I just fell asleep.
Okay, they're implying that
Tell
he
Jeff
is
I'm
currently
all right.
radio calling her from the airplane.
Okay, Mac. Thanks for calling. Good night.
Which means everybody else can listen in on that little conversation.
Yeah.
No, I think they said that there was someone else working in the field, and he could call her. He could have called her for him. I think.
Now, how did this person break in through the door?
He didn't. He just opened the door.
Didn't break in the door, just walked in the door.
Wow,
This is the 50s. Nobody locks the door.
Oh, hi.
Oh shit!
I noticed that door opened like earlier, and she casually put her book away. I mean, I'm beginning to think she was expecting someone else.
Okay, you can run now. You can run.
Okay. What?
Into the cemetery.
Wait, you live next to a cemetery? Really?
Yeah, I was gonna say, they live right next door?
You picked the wrong fucking house.
Oh.
No wonder he was so concerned about the cemetery and his wife.
Same clip from earlier being reused. Oh my god.
That is the
I've seen
smallest grave marker I've ever seen. I mean, was that from the pet cemetery?
Stephen King, you help with this?
No, they're just bringing the babies back now.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, there's a scene coming up here that's just hilarious.
It's a very large antlion. Let's hope she doesn't step in it.
The earth's caving in. Sinkhole, watch out.
Yeah. Grave
Yeah.
the size of a Volkswagen.
Oh, it is right here. It's this. Just watch how he gets out of this hole.
That face.
He's having trouble getting out.
Oh, this is a cop from earlier.
Yeah, he
Oh,
died.
yeah.
Well, he can hold an expression, that's for sure. How big is that headstone? What? Was that supposed to be the grave he just climbed out of? The
Yeah,
little headstone?
yeah. They're trying to imply the headstone was bigger than that.
Well, yeah, the headstone was as tall as a full-grown man a second ago. What?
Now it's day.
Oh, wait a minute. So her house is on the far side of the cemetery from the road. So she just casually ran through the cemetery to get to the street to seek help.
Mrs. Trent! Mrs. Trent! What's wrong?
She was just running a minute ago. What happened? Now it's dark again. Now it's sunlight.
Apparently it's pretty normal to see Mrs. Trent running around town in her night clothes. For them to be like, what's wrong? Yeah, get in my car, which I apparently left running. Oh, wait. Apparently now he didn't leave it running.
Oh. It's not
now
starting.
has died.
Yes,
Fucking
the
shots in the
undead can
Then just
stop
move.
vehicles.
So he managed to restart it.
I was a lot closer than I thought.
Yeah, and from the engine noise, I think it was a 3-cylinder.
Now back to
And
my hiding
he's like,
hole.
darn, I missed. Meanwhile, she lurks in the shadows. Doing
likes-
very little, but...
She likes to watch.
Oh.
That fucking face.
Him, what the fuck is with...
Back to the man with no... Well, he's not the man with no name. He's the man with no expression. He's only got the one.
So when you come back as a zombie, we want you to pretend like your tongue is on fire.
Like you ate the hottest sauce ever, all right?
Yeah, yeah.
It's nighttime again, and now all the cops have arrived. Boy, the turnaround time in this village for police response is incredible. I mean, I guess it was nighttime when the lady ran out, but then it seemed like almost daytime when the guy found her.
This is a full moon.
Now look at how small the tombstones are.
Occasionally, the moon's going behind a cloud. I see how it is.
Mm.
Oh shit! Look out!
What a lovely Jacob's ladder they have there.
You can open it now, Tanner.
Where are they at?
That's a very good question.
Are they back on the saucer or what?
I don't know, because the exact same instrument that was in the back of the airplane is on the wall right there.
They have to be on Earth, like on the planet.
Turn off the electrodes quickly. They can't tell us from anyone
The electro squiggly?
Squiggly. Oh, I see why now. Yeah.
He blinks. Wow.
That's all it does. Stops them from moving. Except for him.
It's tough to find something when you don't know what you're looking for.
I don't think the lieutenant does either.
Then what are we doing
Wow.
out here? I was off duty an hour
What a
ago.
deep
Don't
statement
ask
there.
any questions. I'm just a hard hand just like you.
It's tough to find something.
They keep
when you
holding their
don't know what
revolver
you're
wrong. They put like their thumb grip like over the hammer.
What that noise was?
Whatever it was, it's no more strange than the other things happening around this
There's
cemetery.
the cop with bad
Spirits
discipline.
like old Farmer Calder
Well,
talked
they're
about.
just cap guns.
The only spirits he saw tonight were those I smelled on his breath.
Well, don't forget, Miss Trent claims to have seen them
Point it
too.
again.
She didn't have anything on
Yep,
her.
point the gun at someone
He was
again.
hysterical.
Well, true, she was frightened and in a state of shock. But don't forget that torn knife.
At the
down that
face.
stretch.
He's like,
His own face.
Hadn't thought of that. Guess that's why you're a detective lieutenant and I'm still a uniformed cop.
Sometimes it's only the brakes, Larry. Meantime, let's get going.
Lieutenant, did you hear that?
How could we help it?
It sure was strange.
Know what it was?
No more than you do.
If it weren't for orders, I'd get out of here right now.
It was a saucer.
A flying saucer?
What makes you say that?
Do you remember the noise we heard the other night?
We were knocked to the ground. How could I forget?
Exactly. But you're not remembering that sound.
There you're wrong, Lieutenant. I'm with the fact the sound
Lucas
is
says that the
similar,
guy's face is
but
when
what
he's
about
constipated.
The blinding light?
Oh, haven't you heard? And many times the saucer hasn't had a glow. Or a light of any kind, for that matter.
That proves it. What next, Lieutenant?
Oh, Lieutenant, maybe this doesn't mean much, but Jamie Meade found a grave that looks like it's been busted into.
What? Where?
Why,
Come on, man, out with it. We haven't got all day to waste.
just over there beyond the crib.
All right, show us the way.
Oh, the way that you were all
Look,
going that none of
here
you
it
have
is,
been yet.
Lieutenant.
Okay.
busted into, not busted out of.
It's been broken into,
Wow.
all right.
He has to stance up on that
Strange.
headstone.
If someone had
Captain
broken
Morgan
in,
stance.
the dirt should be piled up here somewhere. It looks like it's fallen in
Of
into
course,
the grave.
he's got the
Larry,
overcoat.
you'll be
He
out
can
of
do
that
the
uniform
stance.
Before you know it.
Do we
Remember,
have
he's
right
the
to look
detective.
down there, Lieutenant?
Technically, no.
No? Oh, this spot
I've been trying to
looks
find a moment to
familiar, though.
pause this and we talk more in depth, but like
Yeah,
all
we
the
shouldn't
scenes are like
investigate any
blending
further
in one
without the
another.
permission of the next
They
of kin.
are
Let's go get it.
It's like really
I
fast
see what you
paced.
mean. The
patchwork.
gravestone's down there.
I mean, let's be honest. If we talk
Well,
over the
let's go down and
dialogue,
find
people
out
aren't
whose
missing
grave it
much.
is. How? By
I
going
don't know, there's some
down and
dialogue that's
finding
funny because
out.
it's like they're having a
Are
struggle
you
time
sure you mean
saying
that,
the
Lieutenant?
words,
If I
or they
didn't mean
forget
it,
words
I wouldn't
entirely.
have said it. Scared? Well, why do I always get hooked up with these spook details? Monsters, graves, bodies. Oh, all right.
Graves. Yeah. Those are almost as bad as monsters. The grave is square.
Casket's here, but
Quick, bury him.
nobody's in it.
Can you read the name on the
What do you mean the casket's there? You're in a perfectly square
too
hole.
dark.
How do you get out of the casket with the dirt on top? Like, that doesn't make sense.
Try it. Let me have
Well, now you know why they had to retrieve the flashlight from the dead guy. Apparently, the cops have a very tight budget.
Wow. Just like
Yeah,
this
he's
match
having
here.
used.
his grave, but he ain't in it.
No, take the cigarette out. Oh fuck.
Yep. They just realized it was their dead boss's grave or whatever. I mean, it hasn't even been a day or two since the funeral, but they all forgot where he was in the graveyard.
Yeah, they're just like, whose grave is this?
I'll keep in touch. Come in, Colonel Edwards.
Why did you...
Close the door.
They got to show that it's military, of course.
I mean, the lower ranking was supposed to salute first, but the dude sitting down did.
I understand.
Stop questioning their logic.
Tap for many of our saucer attacks.
They don't have much logic. Just give them what they have.
You believe there are such things as flying saucers, Colonel? Yes, sir. You've seen them? Yes, sir. You realize there's a government directive stating that there is no such thing as a flying saucer.
Well, they're fucking wrong.
You stand
I didn't
by
get
your
that directive.
It's nice that there's a
See
directive.
flying
That doesn't
saucers?
stop anything from actually occurring. What is with that painting behind him, by the way?
It's like the cosmos or something.
Yeah, it's a cross between Starry Night and a star map of some kind.
General Roberts, may I speak freely?
You may.
Also, the
How can I
model
do, sir?
rocket there on
Down my
the
command if I
table
didn't
behind
believe
him.
in what I saw and shot at.
I like you, Colonel. Thank you, sir.
I like you a lot, Colonel.
There
So
are
is this supposed to be the military space command or something?
There's no doubt.
Globe in the other
Yeah, sure.
corner.
This is Space Force before Donald Trump got into it.
What are we going to do about them?
Who knows?
Then they really are
He got the
there.
idea from this movie.
I thought you were convinced of that.
I am.
We've had contact with them.
Contact? How?
Radio.
They
Oh.
speak our language?
Well, not quite. We've received messages from their spaceships. For a while, it came in as just a lot of jumbled noise.
And now, sir?
Well, since they first tried contact with us by radio, we've developed a language computer. A machine that breaks down any language to our own.
General,
Wow.
what's this?
Without a translator, that's
Sounds
impossible.
like some kind of universal
Tried to solve
translator.
field activity for a long while.
We tested on multiple languages. Now we're testing the aliens.
You might. Might.
It gave us gobbledygook every time, but it was the same gobbledygook, so we assume it works. Oh,
This is Eros, a space soldier from a planet of your galaxy. I fully realize our language differences. However, I also know you finally have perfected the dictoroboter, or as you on Earth call it, the language computer. So you can now understand that which I speak. Since the
What?
beginning of your time, we have been far beyond your planet.
So the aliens are aware
It has
that
taken you
they built
centuries
this?
to even grasp what we developed eons of your years ago. Do you still believe it impossible we exist? You didn't actually think you were the only inhabited planet in the universe. How can any race
also, why does the language computer add reverb?
permit me to set your mind at ease? We do not want to
A lot of
conquer your
reverb.
planet, only save it.
Plate
We could have
reverb.
destroyed it long ago if that had been our aim. Our principal purpose is friendly. I admit we have had to take certain means which you might refer to as criminal. But That is because
Our principal purpose is friendly. We've just been killing people and reanimating the dead.
our land.
But in a friendly way.
And we must only accept that you do not want us on friendly terms. We then have no alternative but to destroy you before you destroy us. With your ancient juvenile minds, you have developed explosives too fast for your minds to conceive what you are doing. You are
In case you didn't know, this is an anti-war movie.
We are
I mean, most of them were.
This is our last.
That's the end of that one. Atmospheric conditions in outer space often interfere with transmitting.
How many of these recordings do you have, General?
An even dozen up to now. This was the last one. We received it over a month ago.
You think they mean business?
We can't afford to take any chances.
Oh, so now this
Over
is
here.
like, okay, this is a period of months now? I didn't know that.
You ever been
Yeah,
to Hollywood?
also the recording just cuts off abruptly, and then he reaches over to stop it,
Just a few minutes
and
from
then claims
Hollywood
that,
in the town of
space
San
weather
Fernando,
interrupted the transmission.
Reports have come in of saucers flying so low.
Yeah, I mean, you ever heard of those fucking space tornadoes, man? It's
There have even
insane.
been stated claims of
Yep,
saucer landings.
that spatial interference.
Major
I mean, it just
Carlson,
causes
relation
people's
while you're out
transmissions to
there.
cut off abruptly.
You're the best man for the job of attempting to contact them. Find them, Colonel. See what in hell it is they want.
All right, sir.
What? You just admitted you have a dozen messages from them.
They want to destroy us now.
And this guy
That's what they
knows
want.
nothing about the communications. You're telling him now, and you're saying you're the
Turn them
best
over
man to
intelligence
communicate
when
with
you
him.
get to Los Angeles. They'll have further orders for disposition.
Yes, sir.
Colonel Edwards?
Yes, sir.
Good luck.
Thank you, sir.
Yep, you're the guy who shot at him, so clearly you're the best guy to talk to him.
You have more experience than we do. Although we built the machine to talk to them.
Yes, and I have all these recordings stacked up here, but you don't need to listen to those right now. Oh, good to see you're one of the aliens. You know their secret handshake and everything.
We are ready to report, Excellency.
You are many days late.
It was unavoidable. We tried to
We were
transmit
waiting
via
for you.
televisor, but atmospheric conditions made transmission impossible.
You should have transmitted as soon as conditions permitted.
Hi, Space Winds.
I thought time was of the essence. Suspicion has fallen upon our movements.
How's your
Our
wind in
ships have been
space
viewed
when
near
there's
the
no
point of
oxygen?
operations.
And what has this added time?
Solar winds is an actual thing.
We have
Is it
successfully
really?
risen.
It is. I don't
Yeah.
know anything about it other than solar winds.
Bring in the big one. Use your small
But-
electrode gun.
She's
Oh.
like, use your gun.
I have
Okay,
taken
where the fuck
two
is it?
ships from your
Yeah,
command.
let me draw it first, and then walk out of the
That will
room.
leave only my ship.
It is necessary that you continue your mission alone. I have need of your other ships elsewhere. Even though you have risen, 3
I'm in
of
need.
the Earth dead. The plan is far from successful, and you, Eros, must prove it an operational success before more time, energy, ships, and your countrymen may be spent on it.
We will not fail. Everything is on our side.
Not everything. You do not have the live Earth people.
Huh?
Abductions?
Yeah, for some reason you still only
You
got dead
reported
ones.
that your ship was viewed at the scene of your present operations.
That is correct.
They have been viewed many times, but not at the scene of operations. Something must be done about that.
Oh, hey, you can move again. The electro wobble or whatever it is on.
Close enough. Turn off your electrode gun. No! No! Stop him, Dennis!
I can't get it. It's jammed.
Stop him, you fool!
A laser's jammed.
The metal will break contact.
That's all the undead do. They just strangle you now.
That was too close.
Yes.
Why'd you have a bring?
Bring the giant here that I may get a better look at him.
The giant?
He's a big man.
Now after a gun jammed, now I'll use mine. You know, in case it totally won't jam too and kill us all.
Yes, she's a fine specimen. Are they all this powerful on planet Earth?
This one is an exception, Excellency.
What are the other two like?
One is a woman, the other an old man.
An old man, you say?
Yes, Excellency.
This gives me a plan. Put the big one away.
Pick up your electrode
I'm
gun.
sorry. That's
Make
my
sure
purple.
Oh yeah, the broken gun.
Pretend there's something in your mouth that you don't like the taste of. You know.
But did she say it magically fixed itself?
Yep. Well, I think it was like put it against metal and it breaks contact or something.
Ah.
I think that's what they said earlier.
The old one must be sacrificed. Re-land on Earth. Send the old one to enter a dwelling. Then cut electrokinetic and turn on your ship's decomposure ray. The result will astound those watching. Astound them enough to delay their intention until you have
the decomposing ray.
From the cemetery.
So walk the zombie into the house, make it fall over,
Report to me
and
when
then
this has
make
been
it rot.
accomplished.
And that is supposed to shock and awe the Earthlings.
Why
A
are
single
please make sure the wiggle is on.
Heroes, the Earth people are getting closer to that which we fear. Since they will not listen or respect our existence, they cannot help but believe our powers when they see their own dead walking round again, brought about by our advancement in such things.
Didn't you already see that though? Or did I already see that?
And why don't you just walk up to some normal people on the planet and say hi?
Their own dead will be used to make them
With a gun too, with a laser gun. Just be like, hey, how you doing?
Why do you
I'm
have
an alien.
to skulk about and raise the dead to try to impress people?
Out of 9 plans, this is the best one you had. I imagine in that boardroom meeting, plan 1 was just how much go there and
Can
invade.
you imagine what the previous 8 plans were?
I'm saying, like, I think one of them would probably just like, hey, how about we just land and like just walk on Earth and say, hey, how are we doing? We're like, no, we gotta be smart about this. We have to raise
now
their
it's nighttime again. Headlights are on.
The dark set. Oh, you got a gun on you? Please, don't have a gun. Please, keep a gun holster, please. Love of God. Keep that gun holster, please.
Unholster's gun. You are coming with us.
Good evening, Colonel.
Hello, Colonel.
Oh, instead of tea this time, they've got liquor.
What about, Colonel? May I sit down?
Oh, I'm sorry. Please do.
I want to ask you about your strange experience the other night when you saw the flying saucer.
They have so many cares.
Speaking of which,
After that, the police brought me home.
that was a quick story.
Such a sight again.
Yeah, and also remember that the cemetery is right next door to their house.
Yeah, she ran. It was right outside, but right, like they
And
can see
where did
it
they
right
get
there.
even more drinks from? He had a bottle of like whiskey sitting on the table, and now they've got an entire cocktail set.
The light blinded me so badly, I couldn't see a thing. We could only feel the pressure of the wind until it was gone. When the glare left us, we could see a glowing ball disappearing off in the distance.
Which way?
Ball?
Toward the cemetery.
Yeah, right over there. Like, really, it's right, 4 feet that way.
Yep.
Right next door.
Welcome to the cemetery. Now we've got the old man who needs to march into a house.
Hold up. That door is supposed to be the spaceship.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Why is it square now? The whole building.
It's a house. It's the space house. You know,
They connect the spaceship to the house.
It embeds itself in the ground so perfectly that they just walk out onto the
Suspicious
ground.
things out in that cemetery. But then again,
Yeah, that cemetery,
find anything
right
to
over
base a
there.
fact of suspicion on. Hey,
You know, this night is so still that my cigarette smoke just goes straight up.
That
It's
fence
almost
still
like
bother
we're
me.
on a
How could you build a fence like
you
that?
see anything out there, Kelton?
Too dark, Lieutenant.
I can't see shit, Lieutenant.
It's called nighttime, Lieutenant. It happens every
I
day.
can't see shit. The frogs, Lieutenant. The frogs.
Something's gonna happen. We don't know what, but something.
She fears for her bosom.
She's like,
Time for her to experience PTSD again.
Can they see him from where they are, or?
Hi, it's
you were facing that way. How'd you not see him? Run!
They're apparently facing that way too.
Yeah, and they didn't see him.
Are you gonna shoot or what? You say something?
At least he has good gun discipline. His finger's off the trigger. He's actually
Well,
prepared
where
to
are the
shoot.
people in the back end? Oh, yep. Oh, woman
now they
has to
see him.
scream.
Put your gun away. Put your fucking gun away. That was 21 good.
It's not pointing at the zombie. It's pointing at the cop in front of the zombie.
No, we gotta take turns firing our guns.
Get back on.
Nobody runs.
Oh,
You know.
what is that? The sun? No, hold on.
Oh wait,
It's the decomposing ray.
that's the ship. Yep, there's the decomposition ray. You know, after he kills the cop,
Oh my god!
It just he skins them.
that's
Party
some
City
decomposition.
Central skeleton costume.
Where'd the cop go?
But they didn't
What do you
disintegrate
make
the
of
body,
that?
did they?
She got me. Didn't look that way a minute ago.
There are skeletons inside these zombies.
Excitement I forgot all about, Kelton.
That poor guy! In all the excitement, we forgot all about him.
Are you
You'll
awake?
be all right in a few minutes.
Did you see that thing? Did you get it?
We got it.
What
No,
was
you
it?
didn't.
No, you
It
didn't.
fall.
What was the
I
crap for
fired
that?
every bullet I had.
So did I.
Yeah, you were
No,
less
one
than
of the
6
ones
feet
that
from
one
us. Of course we
But
saw
unless
you do
that bag
that.
of bones over there can reassemble itself, it's out of the running now.
Did you see that thing? He practically stumbled on top of them, walking into the backyard before shooting.
Colonel, I've been out here so often you think I've taken a lease on this place.
Not a long lease, I hope.
I see what you mean.
Wait.
I can't help but feel
So are
the
they?
answers out
If
here
they're
somewhere.
in the graveyard now,
As the girl say.
why do they have to drive to it?
Mrs. Trent, you better stay with the car.
Stay here alone? Not on your life.
Modern
Yeah,
woman.
like I
Why
thought.
is she
Yeah,
wearing a
they're gonna
different dress
blow
now?
down through the ages, especially in a
New
spot
day.
like this.
Calvin. Yes, sir.
New day of filming.
All right, Lieutenant.
Yeah.
Now you stay close to the officer, honey.
I'd feel safer with you.
The Watcher.
Now the lieutenant knows best.
Well, I don't like it, but I guess
And yes,
there's
they
nothing I can
drove
do
in the
about it.
car to the graveyard that's next door to her house.
Yeah.
You have a gun?
No.
You know how to use one?
After 4 years in the Marine Corps,
Here.
Of course, he was prior service.
you think we'll need these?
You never tell.
Oh yeah, let's hand out revolvers that we already know are useless.
Yeah, it's for the Bears, just in case they show up.
Yeah. Because already we had 2 revolvers emptied into that thing. And
This
they
same
did
officer
nothing.
is going to stand back after what happened to him originally. He's like, you know what? Fuck this shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll get
he's
caught
just going to
again.
be like, I'll stand by the car. Here,
Would
let me
expect to
smoke a
find out
cigarette.
later.
All casual like.
Well, there's only one answer to that, Mr. Trent. We'll know when we find it. Inspector Clay's grave's right over here.
Is that the one you told me was broken into?
Now,
Yes.
why he's pointing with a gun too? God,
That's all they do.
No
No gun
gun score.
discipline.
this whole police force is.
And also, notice this guy's complete lack of care about the woman in the back seat. He's ignoring her existence. Proper 1950s man, that is.
So,
That's it? Yeah. Looks to me like someone.
If you're gonna hold your gun, hold it right, please.
I figured that, but that's impossible. I wonder.
Gesturing with a gun again.
Some things just can't happen.
Yeah, it's right there.
You know.
Across Mr. Trent's patio, I would say we should keep our minds open to anything.
Look, Colonel, I'm a policeman. I've got to deal in facts. But I guess I'll have to go along with you. You know, I'll bet my badge right now.
And why did
We
they
haven't
have to
seen the
hand
last
out
of
guns
him.
at the car in the first place? Like, I thought that guy had a gun.
They'll discover our ship soon.
You're going to let them find us?
It's the only way. These are the same men who have been so close so often. They must be before they can inform others.
yeah, they're
about
trying to capture
There were others in
people.
the car.
it. They'll be taken too.
Will they?
By who?
Send the big one for the girl and the policeman. I'll turn on the dictal
The big one.
so we may converse with them.
That's how we control the undead. Electricity.
we barking up the wrong tree? One thing a policeman learns, Mr. Trent, is patience.
Where's that burn spot you mentioned?
Right over there. Look.
It's the ghost light.
Yeah.
We'll investigate, but move carefully.
We'll investigate. He speaks for the group, apparently.
Motherfucker still has his hand like in front of the hammer.
Is she like passed out in the back
Yeah,
seat?
she's
What is she doing?
asleep. Knock him out.
Oh, hey, look, she's moving now.
Can you give it me in, please?
He just casually
Pardon
opens
me,
the
miss.
door of the
Wow,
car.
it's not even locked.
It's not even locked, and she's just like, ah.
A moment or two more, and you will be the first live Earth people ever to enter a celestial ship.
Celestial.
Wow. Boy, how can anything that big hide for so long a time?
Never heard metal sound like that before.
What do you see? Only my reflection. Must be some kind of one-way glass.
I wonder how you get into this thing.
The door right there. It's a door.
I mean, there's this ladder right there, too, that neither of them have considered using as a ladder.
Ah, the squiggly still active.
You can open the outer hatch now.
They've waited long enough. Open the door.
Are they going to come through that door now, the one that she just came through?
Look out!
Ah, fucking door! Shit!
Go to that thing? That's what we're here for. I don't know. The way these things speed around, we might just get in there and off it goes.
That's a chance we take.
Well,
Everyone's
I took a
messing with
chance
his
on those
pistols.
earlier airplanes. Might just as well see what the
He's
inside
aiming his
one
gun
looks
right
like.
at him.
Got your guns ready?
Yeah,
tell you
they
what,
have a
guns ready?
Mexican standoff, and none of them are paying attention.
First, and asking questions later.
We're in the outer chamber now. Eros, do we have to kill them?
Yes.
It's the only way.
Waste.
Well, wouldn't it be better to kill a few now than, with their meddling, permit them to destroy the entire universe?
You're always right, Eros.
Of course. But those are
You're
not
I'm the man. Of course I am.
words of the
Always. I'm never wrong. Never once. Blast him!
I thought they said shoot first, ask questions later.
Hold your gun prop.
How'd the door close without someone messing with the fucking knob?
We will do as you command.
Wait,
For the moment.
you
No,
You don't
for the moment about it. You just
speak
do
the
it.
These
same
two
language.
assholes.
How are they talking to each other?
Mm.
You do not need guns.
Maybe we think we do.
They would be of no use to you now.
They've been mighty useful before on Flesh and Blood. And you two look like you've got a lot of both.
Force fills.
True, they would
Force
be effective upon us. If you were to have the opportunity to use them,
Mister, if you don't get away from that control board, I'll show you just how effective they can be.
shall we talk now or wait? Your friends will be here shortly.
What friend?
Those you left at the vehicle.
If you've done anything to Paula...
Take it easy, Mr. Trent. Oh, I assure you no harm has come to her.
Just pokes him the gun.
Would you
Hey,
like
be
to
careful.
see?
Hey, easy there.
Next time you try that, I won't aim at the board.
You're a headstrong young man. I was only going to turn on the televisor so you could see her movements.
Go ahead, my friend.
Only now you've broken
Very
it.
carefully.
Oh, it still works apparently. There you go. It's what blew up there, capacitor.
Everything's controlled from right here. So where's the cop?
She's only fainted.
Your cop though, your cop friend. Oh, he's dead.
I,
He did.
a
He's
fiend,
fucked up. He's gone.
I am a soldier of our planet. I, a fiend. We did not come here as enemies. We came only with friendly intentions. To
By
talk,
killing you.
to ask your aid.
Our aid?
Yes, your aid for the whole universe. But your governments of Earth refused even to accept our existence.
I mean,
Even though you've seen us, heard our messages, you still refuse
kinda
to
tracks.
accept us.
Why is it so important that you want to contact the governments of our Earth?
Because of death. Because all you of Earth are idiots.
Now, you just hold on, Buster.
No, you hold on. First was your firecracker, a harmless explosive. Then your hand grenade. They began to kill your own people a few at a time.
Yep.
Then the bomb.
Remember, kids, gunpowder is evil. The
Many
universe
people are
over.
killed at one time. Then your scientists stumbled upon the atom bomb. Split the atom. Then the
The
hydrogen
ultimate
bomb,
gunpowder.
where you
atom
actually
bomb.
explode the air itself. Now you brings the total destruction of the entire universe served by our sun. The only explosion left is the solar night.
Why, there's no such thing.
Perhaps to you, but
Why
we've
would you
known it for centuries.
tell them that?
Hey, you've now told us how to use the biggest bomb ever. Like,
So we have to blow up the sun, okay?
Will not
Gotcha.
comprehend its strength until it's too late.
Here's the blueprints.
You're way above our heads.
You should never use such a
It's a way
device.
to explode
But
the
let me
actual
explain how it
particles of
works.
sunlight.
Why, that's impossible.
I'm just gonna sit
Even
this
now,
right here.
scientists
Don't touch
are
it.
working on a way to harness the sun's
Yeah.
rays. The rays of sunlight are minute particles. Is it so far from your imagination they cannot do as I have suggested?
Why, a particle of sunlight can't even be seen or measured.
Can you see or measure an atom? Yet you can explode
Technically.
one. A ray of sunlight.
Well, you
is
can't
made up
see
of
it, but
many
you can
atoms.
measure it.
So what if we do develop
Not in the
this solar
50s.
light bomb?
They just
We'd
know how to
be
blow 'em
even
up.
a stronger nation than now.
Ah, true.
You see, your stupid minds, stupid.
That's all I'm taking from you.
Get back here.
I love that line.
Wow, he just pistol whipped him.
Backhand.
Sort of. Backhandedly.
It's because of men like you that all must be destroyed. Headstrong, violent.
I mean, you kind
no
of
use of the mind.
repeatedly just
God
call him
gave.
stupid.
You talk of God? You also think it impossible that we too might think of God? You, who wear the uniform of your country, you see, I wear the uniform of my country. Yes, we've had to use drastic means to get to you, but you left us no alternative. When you have the solar night, you have nothing. Nor does the universe.
You speak of solar night, but just what is it?
Take a can of your gasoline. Say, this can of gasoline is the sun. Now, you spread a thin line of it to a ball, representing the earth. Now, the gasoline represents the sunlight, the sun particles. Here we saturate the ball with the gasoline, the sunlight. Then we put a flame to the ball. The flame will speedily travel around the earth, back along the line of gasoline to the can, or the sun itself. It will explode this source and spread to every place that gasoline, our sunlight, touches.
So a
Explode the sunlight
backdraft.
here, gentlemen. You explode the universe. Explode the sunlight here, and a chain reaction will occur direct to the sun itself and to all the planets that sunlight touches, to every planet in the universe.
I'm intrigued.
This is
Tell me
why you
more.
must be
Go on.
This is
Yes.
why
How many accomplishes
enemies
in
must
this
be used
ignition
to
again?
stop you. In a friendly manner, or as it seems, you want it.
He's mad.
Mad? Is it mad that you destroy other people to save yourselves?
I
You
mean,
haven't done this.
I
mean,
Is it
you're the people
mad
who
that one
constructed
country
the
must destroy
sun
another
bomb.
to save themselves? They have also done this. How then is it mad that one planet must destroy another who threatens the very existence?
That's enough! In my land,
He's defending for the space women.
not for fighting man's battle. Life is not so expansive on
What,
my planet.
did he just
We don't cling to it
denounce the woman and say
Our
that
entire aim is for the development of our planet.
Hi. How'd you get in the driver's seat?
Hey, he's still alive though.
is this another cop who just pulled up uncomfortably close to the other car?
What happened to you?
How come you're all alone? I asked for lots of help.
You sounded drunk or something on the radio.
If I didn't see it with my
He
own
might
eyes,
be.
I'd never believe it.
Believe what?
It was horrible.
Hi.
And he almost broke my shoulder.
She is.
Look, what are you trying to say? If you don't make
Zombies.
sense, we'll never get to the bottom of this. Now, who slugged you?
Inspector Clay.
What?
It was Clay, all right. Only not like we remembered him. Well, his...
He looked like he ate something really hot and really bad.
Tell me you saw skeletons.
We did.
Oh yeah, we saw
earlier.
skeletons earlier today.
Now I know you're off your rocker.
All of us saw it. The lieutenant, the colonel, everybody.
Where's the lieutenant now?
We've got to find him. Mrs. Trent is gone. I was left here to guard her. But Clay showed up and put me out of the running. And the second time tonight, and I'm getting darn tired of it.
Which way were they going?
Oh, that way.
Come on.
You know, he just might have a concussion, but no big deal. He's getting darn
You know where he
tired.
is right now, all right?
Then one day,
I wonder how much of that's a mask and how much of that is them just telling him to fucking keep that face.
I think it's just him doing the face.
All that out there.
That's gotta be tiresome.
Stars, the planets,
Well,
all just an empty.
climb aboard a cardboard spaceship.
You two had better come along with us.
Come with you? Where?
The police station.
So it seems you think you have the upper hand.
Maybe.
Look out that window.
I mean, we got the guns. Oh, hey,
Yeah, cool. He's holding her. Yeah, cool. I have a gun.
the hostage.
We've already seen this. Yep.
She is unarmed. But he would kill in seconds if I so choose.
I mean, so could we. Just run. So why do they make the undead invincible, but they can't make themselves invincible?
Wow, he didn't see the light.
Yeah, he was walking that way, had to turn around and come back to look that way.
He's still just standing there.
It's Clay, all right. There's no mistaking that.
And he's got Mrs. Trent.
Get your gun ready.
From all I've seen tonight, guns won't do any good. Clay is dead.
Wow,
And we
finally
buried him.
one who has
How are we going to
sense.
kill somebody that's already dead? Dead! And yet there he stands. That other one earlier, I emptied a full clip.
He's not even hearing him.
I'm seeing it.
Talk out loud.
That's the only reason I'm listening to you.
Sticks.
Look, I've got an idea. Hurt him or not, we've got to try something. I'm
Wow.
gonna sneak up behind him and whop him over the head. That ought to...
That is
I
the
mean,
most
you can-
perfect stick I've ever
Follow
seen.
me.
That is straight as can be. No bumps, no
What he
nothing.
does, you grab Mrs. Trent and run like lightning in the opposite direction.
Oh, you think it'll work?
Know of anything else to try?
I mean, you got a point.
You didn't give a chance to try. You didn't get a chance to come up with anything. You just kind of said, "Do it."
Okay. Wow, that works.
It broke his stick, but it worked.
Fun fact: that was a real stick. They really knocked that man out. No, they did. I don't know. It'd be kind of funny though.
Your men have felled the big one.
The big one.
This could only happen because the electrode ray is off. He'll walk again when I turn it on.
Hold it. Right there.
Yeah, why would you say that out loud?
And the others are in that thing.
Well, supposing they're Martians or something in there.
Martians.
What about the other? What about the other undead? They got?
Vampira?
Yeah.
She's somewhere.
Like she's still moving around.
Open up in there. Open up.
Yeah,
What the
she's
fuck is-
moving around,
He's punching-
even though the ray is turned off or whatever.
Colonel, I would know.
He's punching the fucking door. I don't know how this works.
The worst
but
fight
I'm
scene I've ever
just
seen in my
gonna
entire
try.
life.
Hold on to him, Eros. I'll have the ship in the air in a minute.
Oh yeah, nobody's attacking the girl now.
Yeah, and we're gonna stop her. You there? You're right next to her. Stop her. You're right there. You're standing right there.
Let's go.
Get out of here, Jeff. The ship's on fire.
Why is the ship on fire?
Because it broke the control panel apparently.
Okay, sure.
Oh no! All that IKEA table.
Where'd the 2 police officers outside go?
Not on fire at all. But it's smoking for some reason. Oh, there we go. There we go.
You know, you might want to exit yourself. Just saying.
You're firing shit.
Nope.
The car's gone now. You're good.
You know,
Hold on.
women are helpless on their own.
Ah.
Is it that bad? The fuck?
Why is Mrs. Trent now perfectly awake and happy?
Yeah,
She's knocked the fuck out in the arms of the zombie, but...
And now she's right next to her husband, chilling out.
But sooner or later, there'll be others. Look!
Oh, hi, skeletons. Without the decomposition ray.
Have they caught that woman? That thing yet?
Hey, that's right. There's another ghoul running loose. And it's my guess that she'll look like him.
Wow,
With
ghoul
the ship and
now.
the ray gun gone, they have no control. We gotta hand it to them, though. They're far ahead of us.
What?
You know, if you escape the atmosphere, the fire should go out, right?
Yeah, it should.
Yes, but they also need to breathe.
Oh! You're dead.
No debris.
So now that the poor alien woman dies,
You've seen this
just
incident based on
because.
sworn testimony. Can you prove that it didn't happen?
Yeah, I can.
Perhaps on your way home, someone will pass you in the dark, and you will never know it, for they will be from outer space. Many scientists believe that another world is watching us this moment.
Yeah, yeah.
We
Ah,
once laughed
joke's on you. I'm
at
already
this
home.
carriage, the airplane, the telephone, the electric light, vitamins, radio, and even television. And now some of us laugh at outer space. God help us in the future.
A future.
I'm confused because it seems like they didn't tell him the script at all. You would never know someone might pass you could be from outer space. That wasn't the whole point here. The whole point was they're undead.
Well, they were undead brought from outer space in a way.
So anyway, and Chriswell, thank you.
Vampire girl, Vampira, who did nothing.
Vampire girl.
She just stood there with her arms out a couple of times. That was it.
Yeah, that's.
But I mean, that's a big name,
contributions
though.
to the movie and the narrative.
Well, the name alone is enough.
Sure.
Oh, that was a movie.
It was a movie.
It was a piece of film. That's.
It's quite obvious that I can see how it inspired, or at least popularized the idea of indie films and gave them a new chance in the new century and shit like that.
Somebody spent money to make that,
and it was not Ed Wood. Yeah, there was a whole thing about Ed Wood, about him and his producer that got into a lot of problems. All right, so for those watching in the chat right now, as in Locust, the one guy there.
How many people had to sit through that with us?
We had a concurrent, like 4 viewers. So we may have some more there. So
I hope we made it at least watchable.
I hope we did. Anyway, so I plan on doing this like once a month. And depending on who wants to join me or not, it's whatever. So, I'm gonna put a poll in the chat, and people can vote on the next film that will be shown. There we go. Your choices are Night of the Living Dead, Killers from Space, and The Terror. The Terror starring Boris Karloff. I believe that was his last film, too.
I only know one of these movies.
Which one, Night of the Living Dead?
Like you need to make
Yeah.
a side channel for this.
So what now?
I said I almost feel like you need to make a side channel for this.
Maybe.
Eh.
I don't know. I'm cool with doing this as like it's its own like thing on my channel.
Yeah. Once a month is fine.
But if you had as a side channel, then if we watch some other movie and somebody, hit you with a copyright strike, it wouldn't affect your main channel.
That's why I'm making sure everything is strictly public domain.
Public domain.
Because literally no one owns rights to those.
Quickly that way.
There's a nice catalog of them.
Yeah. And after that, you just take any movies that's copyrights no longer there.
Exactly. Hell, within 20 years, I can do Dawn of the Dead.
Yeah, see. It'll work.
The thought that you'd still be doing this 20 years from now is mildly horrifying.
Why not? He'll be about your age. He can still do this kind of stuff.
Here's hoping.
Wow.
All right, well, I'm going to end the poll, and it seems
I
like
regret
Locust.
nothing about my avatar now.
And Locust voted on Night of the Living Dead, so that'll be next month.
Oh, all right.
Ayo.
Wow, was it a tough race?
It was a very tough race.
I mean, it only one vote separated the difference. It's a very close call.
Well, anyway, those who stuck around, thank you for watching. Thank you, Boomy and Randon, for stopping by and doing this with me.
No.
For those who want to watch Boomy live on our Twitch channel, there it is. Boom.
Wow.
I think you got a little. What do you got? You got a. Give me a second. My brain is frozen. Give me a second. You have a. You're doing a thing with our streamer tonight, right? There you go.
Yes, I am doing. I should be doing a collab of sorts with another streamer.
Are you streaming that on your own channel, or are you?
No, I don't. I don't stream Wednesdays.
Gotcha. Are you at least going to be like? I guess in Twitch, is it hosting or rating?
You raid after you stream generally. At the end of your stream, you raid. So there will not be any indication from my side about the stream.
Ah, well.
People that watch me will know Senna because I raid her regularly. Other than that, if anyone wants to watch me, it's Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Thursdays, 9. Yeah, about 9 p.m. Central. That's when I start.
Well, there you go.
Sometimes 8, depending on who's around, what we're doing.
Alrighty. Anyway, thank you all for watching, and we will see you all next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye.